the powers that be, as represented by the conference up the road, all they want is more of the same, because they think they're doing a very, very good job. What we're talking about is how do you bring about change? There are three basic methods to bring about change, and one is revolution, and the other is reform. Neither of those are going to work in this context. What we're advocating is renaissance. We've got to start again from first principles, rethink what agriculture is for, rethink how to do it, and then go on and do it.
Please take your seats. The opening plenary is starting now.
Welcome to the Oxford Real Farming Conference 2016. It's very lovely to see you all here this morning.
It's very important that there are events like the Oxford Real Farming Conference to allow people to come together and learn from each other.
It has a family feel to it, and it's incredibly exciting and just a really great way to start the new year.
It's really my sort of go-to event to learn what's actually happening with agriculture on the ground.
I think it's tackling the problems that real farmers face, and farmers that are conscientious enough to want to do something about the way they produce their food.
Well, I'm a farmer, and what particularly attracts me is that I think conventional farming is not sustainable, as it's eroding the most valuable resource, which is the soil. And I think the techniques and information we've got here has really helped me to realise how we can do that.
The Oxford Farming Conference has got its dinner at Christchurch, a completely different atmosphere, sponsored by McDonald's, by pesticide companies. That is where the power has been, and this conference is saying that's part of the problem.
Even though it's got a lot bigger in the last few years, I feel there are still lots of very personal, interpersonal dialogues going on. It's a really accessible way to get this information.
I've seen the kind of conversations already going on here where there's people getting so lively about the solutions to the problems they're all facing. There is a commonality here. There is a sense of purpose.
I think there's an awful lot of lessons in terms of food quality and sustainability from organic farms that the rest of the farming society can benefit from.
We've got this incredible group of farmers, processors, sellers, producers, etc. So it's just really unique and really important.
Good things come from it. It's where new projects, new campaigns, whole new approaches to what we're doing are born out of these 2 days.
I think it's fantastic. It's great to get so much relevant and powerful information from so many different experts. It's certainly expanded my thinking.
If you look at the number of people who are here today, and you also look at the demographic as well, you'll see that they're younger. A lot of them are quite new, and this is really inspiring.
It's an event that's full of buzz, that's full of passion, that's full of people who believe that you can change the world.
When you're doing this, it's really easy to feel isolated, like you're the only person, and to see so many people here, it's brilliant.
You've got people from aspiring peasants to commercial farmers, academics, professionals.
I'm from the Netherlands and I'm an independent scientist, but I hear many things here which I never heard before.
There's a subject for everybody here.
Every talk I decide to go to, I'm looking on the programme and thinking that there's probably something equally as interesting somewhere else.
And I'm here because I want to be part of a new movement that's going to see a sea change in farming.
One has to cling to hope. St. Paul said hope is one of the great virtues, and we have to cling to that. So there is hope that we could bring about the Renaissance, and we've got to bring about the Renaissance before the present powers that be wreck the world beyond redemption. So if we could only turn what most people agree about into power, then of course we could succeed.